Hey, I actually want to talk a little about LPs because I like LPs. I spend a lot of time making them, watching them, that sort of thing. There's actually a couple comments, not that I've gotten, but that I've seen on the internet, um, that I wanted to indirectly address by making a video that nobody related to them is going to ever watch. So that's obviously a good plan. Um, I've seen a remark that LPs should be about the game, and once that was used to justify not having a webcam on the person, and I mean, I don't have a webcam on me, but that's more a matter of never bothering to get it working. And another time to justify actually not having any commentary whatsoever, which I think is hardly an LP, to be honest. But I thought about where that attitude came from because I don't know of any particular reason an LP should be about the game. Like, should is actually a pretty strong word. I've been reading a book lately titled Feeling Good, The New Mood Therapy, and it remarked that actually pretty much all anger, or maybe it did just say all anger, comes from when somebody decides that something should work a certain way and it doesn't. So, I don't know. What I eventually came up with regards to LPs, though, is that there are actually three main styles of LPs, and unlike movies, we don't really recognize separate genres so much. Like, with a movie, say I made a statement that movies should be about drama between characters. Well, maybe that's accurate if you're making a drama. If you're making comedy, perhaps not so much. Or if you're making an action movie, I mean, yeah. So I haven't bothered naming the genres that I've recognized related to LPs, but there are, at the actually about the game end of the spectrum, if I was to form a spectrum, because they do actually fit on a line kind of, there are LPs that are about presenting a game to the audience. I think a lot of Chugga Conroy's work is a good example of this. He like talks about the game a lot. He even like edits things into his videos that like show additional information about the game, or maybe some like concept art or something. Maybe it's not concept art, but like extra artwork, things like that. And I guess, I mean, sure, it's a legit style. A lot of games are interesting, especially the good ones. I feel like that style would really suffer from playing a bad game, though. So, I mean, that's one type. And then the type that I think is probably actually my favorite to watch, and the type that I kind of lean towards, is just, I guess there's no better way to say it than a person playing through a game. Virtuadors described the feeling as you're just like on the couch together and the game's being played and you're all friends, you're hanging out, having a good time. I guess those are kind of a lot about the interaction between the person and the game, their reactions to it, their struggle through any difficult parts. Everything sort of forms a part of the combination game person story that you're watching. And I mean, that's interesting. I like it. It's perhaps the easiest type of LP to do, but I don't think that makes it worse. It's just, I don't know. If you've played a game, you can probably do that type. Maybe it's a matter of actually remembering to vocalize your thoughts. Although you don't need to always be speaking something. I think that's something I struggled with early on, thinking I needed to be talking a whole lot. You don't really need to. Don't be silent for like whole stretches of a minute, of course. But if you're playing the game, sometimes it's best to just play the game. Everybody else is watching you play the game, it's fine. Then the third style that I've kind of noticed is I guess you could describe it as people putting on a show. I might use perhaps Achievement Hunter or Game Grumps as an example. They're still definitely playing a game. It's still definitely somewhat about the game, but you're more there for the people and maybe either their interaction with each other or the funny things they say, maybe them commenting on glitches or something. I guess if you would watch them play Sonic 06, you've probably identified the type of style that's going on there. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that style. It's not the type that I personally like watching all the time. It's fun sometimes. It's not that I hate them. But yeah. So I guess I didn't actually have a point other than I think it's wrong to declare that LPs should be a certain way. I guess to reference something Bertrudors said again, LPers should make the LPs that they would want to watch. I guess I used the word should in there. I think he had a different phrasing that made it sound a little more optional. I think it's a good idea though, because there are different styles, everybody has different preference, and why not? Anyway, I guess this video is just dying. See ya!